Well, now moving on to the big breaking news and a breakthrough in the Gauri Lankesh murder probe. Bangalore police today released sketches of two main suspects behind the murder. 3 sketches of 2 suspects were released based on the eyewitness accounts. 2 of these sketches are based on different descriptions of the same suspect. Police teams say the suspect killer stayed in Bangalore for a minimum of 7 days and used a 7.65 mm country-made gun to shoot Gauri. However, it is claimed that these suspects have no connection with Dabolkar murder. The cops have also released another crucial CCTV footage of Gauri murders, pertaining to the killers. Remember, Gauri Lankesh, the editor of Kannada tabloid Gauri Lankesh Patrike, was shot dead outside her residence in Bangalore on September 5 by unidentified assailants.
If you see, the 2 photos are similar. Because it is a sketch, you will find little bit, the sketch is prepared by 2 different eyewitnesses account. That's why there is a little bit variation. Actually it is 2. Right now, we are just going by our own investigation. We are not bothered or biased by anything. We know that these are the suspects and we are hunting them. We are just trying to find out from the public where they had stayed, and if they had found out if there are some known persons to them, support from the public. Later on we'll find out who are there. Once we know that who are there, then everything will come out. Right now we had been able to eliminate professional angle. Professional means her professional life. See, I told you there is, let me complete. There is personal angle. There is a professional life. Then there is it activist life. These are the 3.
So when you say professional, her professional as a journalist.
Her professional as a journalist, but she was activist also. Right till now we are investigating all the angles. Only one angle we are able to close. Now all others field is open. Professional rivalry we have ruled out. Rest of the thing is still open. Let me complete. Let me complete. It is 7.65 countrymen.
So was there any link that you found to Dabolkar's murder in the process?
Till today, no.
Sir, what is the age group of these people that you suspected?
25 to 35.
That was the IGP of the Karnataka Police. We also have Anil Naik, who is a human rights activist, on the phone line joining us. Mr. Naik, thank you so much for speaking to us. The police claims that they have found crucial links. They have released 3 sketches of 2 suspects today. What are your initial observations on what you heard the IGP saying?
See, madam, I have just come to know that the in-charge IGP of the special squad, Mr. B.K. Singh, has conducted a press conference just to ward off the public pressure on the SIT which is investigating into this gruesome murder. Now let me make it very clear that there was no necessity for Mr. B.K. Singh to go public on the progress of the investigations as per today's information. See, the thing is, the investigating officers are not professional criminal investigators. See, we require a talent of the Scotland Yard to look into these issues, because very professional killers of international repute, I believe, are involved in this gruesome murder.
Mr. Naik, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but on what basis do you say that this was just a cover-up? Don't you think that those sketches, it was important for them to be released in the public domain?
No. The thing is, the very issue is the way the murder has been executed. And the way what I can say, these habitual offenders have escaped without leaving back a trace itself proves that yes, they are very professional in nature. Okay?
Right.
Having said so, I do not condemn the investigations. I encourage the investigations, but there should be some rhythm and logic in this. See, we cannot keep on wasting time with premises and presumptions. They must come to definite conclusions based on scientific investigations. Because there is a very, very thin line of evidence of only one person having seen the assailants draped in helmets, okay, on their scalp.
Right.
And they have only identified that it is a red color pulsar, and they are conducting a check of the red color pulsars throughout Karnataka. And I am sure that the vehicle which was used for the crime may have already been destroyed by the assailants
All
and
right.
their perpetrator.
All right, Mr.
Okay.
Naik,
So
thank you.
what I
Thank you
feel-
for speaking to us and putting your perspective. Mr. Naik clearly saying that this is a cover-up. I also have my colleague Nolan Pinto joining us on the phone line. Nolan, Mr. Naik is saying that this seems to be like a cover-up and the investigators haven't done enough. We heard the IGP today saying that they have examined over 250 witnesses in the case. What is it that you're picking up? How much of it is politics and how much of it is actually real?
Well, we must understand that the special investigation team that was set up by the government is under tremendous pressure in order to come out with results. Now, according to them, this is what they have come out with. They say that they've got 3 pictures of two people, 2 assailants, based on eyewitnesses accounts. Now, they say that this is the maximum that they have, and they're actually requesting the public to give them more information. And this is the second time that they have come out in the open, asking the media to give wide publicity to this, asking the public to come out and give them any information, and that whoever comes and gives them information will be safe. Their identity will not be revealed. But which clearly also goes on to show that it's a very, very difficult task for the officers over here. We do not know if it's politics. We do not know
Absolutely.
if the assailants have escaped, because we can't do that. We are not the police over here. From
Absolutely,
what we are learning, it's
refraining from any
extremely difficult.
personal judgments that we make on the preliminary investigation. The officer today was very clear. He said these are only the preliminary details which we are spelling out. But most importantly, Nolan, I think the biggest takeaway was that he said that it's a professional, reason that led Gauri into trouble. He clearly said that there were professional reasons involved, and we are probing into that angle. Take us through a little bit more towards that side. He was very careful with the sort of words he was using today.
Actually, if I'm right, he said that it had nothing to do with her writing, and that it was to do with her being a social activist. So this is very important, because we must understand that as a social activist, she has taken on Hindutva forces, she has taken on the right-wingers, she has taken on the Naxals. She's actually taking on the Naxals, that is by trying to bring back those who got into Naxalism back to the mainstream. So as a social activist, she was very popular, and this is where she was also attacked. Apart from her writing in her paper, it was her social activism on various issues, and that is what the police are actually talking about as
Right,
of now,
Nolan.
saying that it could be because of that particular reason. Again, they're saying it could be, they're not saying it is.
Absolutely. A lot of conjectures possible at this stage. I have Mr. Prakash, a BJP leader, joining me on the phone line. Mr. Prakash, thank you so much for speaking to us. The critics are arguing that this press conference was not needed at all. This was done as to cover up and to show that there is something happening in the case. What do you make of this crucial press conference which was done today in the afternoon?
Absolutely. I suspect they're only buying time just to make some noises now and then. Such press meets are held. And when an SIT press meet is called, definitely it increases a lot of curiosity and interest. And finally, they have released some sketches. Earlier, we were told 4 absconding Sanatan Samstha are accused, and they are suspected to be the killers. Today, they have released some 3 new sketches, and these sketches also are not clear. We don't know who are they are the real culprits or not. They are alleging. They are only trying to deflect the attention and try to avoid the criticism that the SIT is not doing much.
Right.
The jumbo SIT is spending a lot of time, but no headway at all.
But Mr. Prakash, clearly, there is an attempt by the investigation agencies to try and find out more. Don't you think at the preliminary stage, one should try and keep the politics out of this crucial investigation?
No politics is involved here, and all political parties have clearly said they want the culprits to be arrested. And of course, the SIT is doing its duty, but I feel not much headway has been achieved yet. And the zeal at it which went, they should have nabbed by the culprits by now, but it is more than 1 month. Nothing much has happened. I
Mr.
hope
Prakash.
the real culprits will be arrested, and
Well,
This
politics clearly is
murder
one
mystery is
aspect
solved.
of this entire murder case which cannot be ignored. I have Mr. Nasir Hussain from the Congress joining us. Mr. Hussain, clearly the BJP upping up the ante and saying this entire press conference was not needed. We were just speaking to a human rights activist as well. He said that the police has not been able to do much in this case. How do you perceive of all these comments and especially of the press conference that you saw this afternoon?
See, how much the police has made headway in this case, what are the suspects, who are they linked to, I think that shouldn't be discussed anywhere at all. The minimum information for this, because this particular murder had raised the eyebrows all across the country. It had become a matter of national debate. So it was necessary for either the police department or the state government in the state to inform the people as to what is happening.
Right.
But I don't think any investigating agency will go into the details as to what amount of investigation has been done, how much headway has been.
Absolutely. Mr. Hussain, I agree that there is no reason to give more details of the investigation, which is at a preliminary stage. But what was the need to have a press conference at this stage? Couldn't the police have and the SIT have released sketches like they do in many other cases through press, media and through on the public forum?
I think they already released the sketches. They already announced the amount of reward for leading for anyone giving information leading to the killer. Everything has been done. But the point is, there's so much of debate and so much of questions raised. I'm not blaming the opposition parties. I'm not blaming anyone else. But I think the people of this country are concerned. Different organizations, different writers, media houses, in press, political parties, everyone have raised this issue time and again.
That's true, Mr. Hussain.
And everywhere protests are going. Even now, about 2 days back, I think there was a huge protest in Delhi. There are seminar, conferences, condolence meetings, protest meets happening all across the country.
Well, clearly public perception, Mr. Hussain, seems to be one of the very important reasons that the Congress leader is arguing that the police had to go with that press conference today. We'll keep tracking that story for you.